Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Terrible Thief here, back with another video. So guys, I just flew back and I'm finally back in Anchorage after being in Cali for a straight week. And Cali was a breeze. Cali was amazing, guys. I got all the Zaw down undetected, and I got the Zaw back up undetected, guys. So that's always a pro. And California was honestly nice. Like, it was nice to see my family and just hang out with them, guys. Like, it was a nice trip. But guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different. So today's video isn't really going to be like a regular story time or whatever. It's going to be a message for all the YNs out there watching. So obviously, most of my viewers are in like the Gen Z age. Like, most of my generation is no longer children anymore. Like, most of my generation's pretty much grown up. And I'd say like Gen Z is like from 1998 to 2010. And I'm in 06. So like, I'm like one of the younger people in my generation. But like, most of my generation now is either all grown up or almost getting there, guys. And I'm in 06. It's 2024. I'm 18 years old. It's December 29th, and New Year's is in a few days, guys. And it's about to be 2025, which is honestly crazy to me, guys, because I remember being like a young child in school, just always looking at that date, and I was always like, damn, that is so far away. Like, I'm never gonna fucking be there anytime soon. And then it's like, poof, now I'm fucking here. It's kind of crazy. Because, like, I feel like there's the 2020 effect, which we were all fucking locked up for a year in our houses, which I feel like that is part of the reason why everything feels so fast, is just because that 1 year went by, like, hella slow. And then all the years after 2020 have just gone by so fucking fast. Like, it's honestly been really wild, guys. But like, guys, growing up honestly isn't as good as it fucking looks like. Like, I remember being a kid being like, oh, I'm so fucking excited to get to high school. I'm so excited to have a car, all this shit, right? Like, I was just so excited to grow up, and I was constantly thinking about the future that I never took the time to count my blessings and just look around and just be like, damn, this is pretty great, you know, just having all my family here alive and well and healthy and present in this current state. Like, I don't know, I just never really took the time to just be happy where I was, and I was just constantly either thinking about the future or the past. And when you think about it, I feel like my life as a child was slightly more enjoyable. Like, I'm not gonna say better, because everything has its pros and cons, guys. Like, every age that you are when you grow up has its pros and cons, just like everything else in the world has pros and cons to it, guys. But like, I feel like I still have problems now, and there wasn't as many problems then that I was concerned about. Like, most of my problems back then were, I guess, very small, even though they were like, I don't know, I was always like, I'd always get like grounded a lot, and I'd always get my phone taken as a kid, and it'd always fucking suck. But like, that was like my main big problem when I was a kid, was getting grounded and getting shit taken. But now it's like, I just have to worry about more financial shit, especially now that I do have a vehicle, which is ass. Like, actually having to pay for shit sucks, especially if your truck's a piece of shit and breaks down. Like, I love this fucking truck, and recently it did get totaled, guys. I'm gonna do another story time on that, but basically a fucking van hit me when I was mad geeked, guys. And if you get into a car wreck, you want to hit someone who's mad geeked. Like, you want that person to be geeked that you hit, because they're just gonna be chill and cool as fuck. And I'm gonna rip the yard, guys. So I know I hate on carts a lot, but like, I bought one and it's almost out, so I'm gonna do the fucking Mr. Roboto wire trick, and it is a pretty nifty trick. That wasn't shit in there. But guys, this is basically what you do if you don't have like a battery. You just get like an Android cord or USB-C and just split the fucking wires. And then you want to put the red one in the hole, and then you want to put the black ones like right out here, guys, because If it's black, you want to keep it on the outside. You want to keep all the blacks outside because they're not allowed in. But the red guy, he's chill, so the red can be in. But the blacks are not allowed, so the blacks need to stay outside. That's how I think of it. Blacks outside, blacks not allowed is what is the strategy, basically, to cart wire a cart. But honestly, I feel like shit after ripping this cart. But guys, when I was down in California, I got to see my grandparents, and that was really nice. But it was also like really sad too, because my grandma, I talked about her before and about how she has a condition and all she can do is just lie in bed. And that's pretty much all she did. All she did was lie in bed and cry. And it was really sad for me to watch, because I remember like she was once a woman who could just do many things. She was able to walk and talk and swim, and she had so many things that she loved to do that she can no longer do anymore, guys. And it was just so sad to watch, because like I really don't know why I wanted to grow up, because now I'm at that stage where I'm just watching the people I love get sick and die, and it's just not fun. Like, it's just not fun to watch. And my grandpa, he's doing pretty good, but he's definitely getting pretty older. Like, he's going on 80 right now. Like, he's pretty fucking old. But also, my grandma was just a really rude lady to me, and she just basically like said that I was like, there was something wrong with me and I needed to see a psychologist and something's off about me. Like, she just said a lot of rude things, and she made it very clear she didn't like me. But at the same time, I also fucked with my grandma hella. Like, whenever she would like, I remember one time she was at dinner, eating dinner with my family, and her hair was like down like this. So I like walked up behind her and I just fucking like slapped her hair like that. And it was pretty fucking funny. Like, she did not like that. And that's probably another reason she probably hated me. But honestly, like, she didn't like me to begin with. She didn't like me to begin with. And she made that very clear to my family. But at the same time, like, I don't wish this on her. Like, I still feel bad for her, because after all, she is my grandma. She's my mom's mom. And just watching her cry and cry, just, it's heartbreaking to watch, you know? Like, it's so shitty. Like, the only time she's not crying is when she's mad geeked up on drugs. And that's, like, the only time she isn't crying. But, she's just like in constant pain and suffering too, because all she does is just lie in bed, and it's really fucking sad, guys. This is honestly really fucked up to say, but ever since my grandma has gotten this condition and has been in bed, like, she's been the nicest to me that she's ever been in her entire life. Because like, I'm just chilling, talking to her, playing guitar, and she's not even criticizing me or being a bitch or bringing anything up. She's just in bed, just like, geeked up, you know? If you're not coughing when you're ripping the yard, you ain't getting faded, guys. That's the truth. My mind is deteriorating slowly because of this cart, though. Like, that shit has eaten a noticeable amount of brain cells. Like, there's been times where I've been looking for my phone and my phone was like in my hand all along. Like, I don't know. But anyways, back to what I was talking to, guys. Like, my grandma, she was just super rude to me and she just say horrible things to me. And over the summer, I was like working and I was on a tea break. So this is probably why. Like, I was just having a lot of pissed off and crazy angry thoughts. And I was like, you know what? Fuck my grandma. She's a fucking bitch. I'm gonna piss on that bitch's grave. You know, like, I was just having crazy fucking thoughts. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get crossfaded. I'm gonna show up to this bitch's funeral. I'm gonna pop some fucking oxy. I'm gonna pass out on the fucking stage. Like, I'm gonna become a motherfucking problem. Paramedics are gonna have to administer Narcan to me. All that bullshit, right, guys? Like, I was pissed. I was like, I'm gonna crash my grandma's fucking funeral. Just thinking all these crazy thoughts, right? Like, I was pissed. I was like, I'm gonna whip my dick out. I'm gonna piss on this bitch's grave. All this shit, right, guys? But then, like, a few days later, I had, like, a come to, and I just realized, I was like, well, fuck, if I actually do crash out at this bitch's funeral and piss on her grave and just get up there and do a speech and be like, fuck this cunt, she's a fucking cunt, fuck this whore, I'm glad she's dead, you know? Like, if I just do that shit, then, like, honestly, it would just fuck a lot of relationships I have up. It'd fuck a lot of the shit up with my mom's side of the family. And at the end of the day, it would have made my grandma right about me all along. Like, if I did do that and crash out at her funeral, then everything she would have said about me would have basically been proved right at that moment. And I was just like, fuck, you know, sometimes in life you just need to be the bigger person and just not let shit fuck with you. And that's hard, and that's something I need to work on. But that was like a moment where I was just like, well, shit, what is crashing out gonna solve, you know? Because I don't know if it's just me or if you guys experience this too, like all of y'all who use the Zaza, but like whenever I'm off of it, I just feel like I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Like, I feel like it's the only thing that prevents me from a full-on crash out, from just going crazy sometimes. But like, if I go without the Za for like a month, it's fine. Like, the first week sucks. The first week, man, the first week I don't have Za, I end up breaking so much things out of just pure rage. Like, it's not good, because I'm like I have a functional dependency is what they say. But anyways, guys, Gen Z, all the young YNs, my generation is almost all grown up, as I was saying, guys. And like, I'm sure a lot of people my age, a lot of people who actually watch my channel, a lot of my fan base and my viewer base is of Gen Z. They're of like the younger age, who's like young adults almost. But yeah, guys, the truth is, like, honestly, like, I remember my fucking grandpa had like a brain hemorrhage basically, and he was not doing good, and like I basically had to come out and just help with him, and it was fine. Like, I love my grandpa, and I'm genuinely glad I got to go out and help, because he wasn't doing fine. He was just basically in a bed, and I got to see him right before he passed. And I've never shared this with like the channel before, but the main thing that got me into guitar was because my grandpa played it, and it was just something very personal to him. And so that's what kind of got me into it. I kind of wanted to just start playing as a way to like remember him and to honor him, I guess. So that's why I started to play guitar, and I also inherited his guitar too. So I was actually so fortunate though to actually go and see my grandfather though, like right before he passed, because I felt like we got to talk and just have a good conversation, guys. And I don't want to make this a sad video, guys. I don't want to make this a sad video, but the point I am just trying to make with y'all is that growing up, to all the YNs watching, growing up isn't that fun. Like, it honestly is not that great. And I thought it'd be so much better than like it actually is. But yeah, guys, if you didn't know, 2025 is actually going to be my grad year. So like, this is my last semester of school after this month, and that's it. I'm out. And I never really liked school that much. And the people in school were okay. Most people are actually pretty fine. They're all right. But like, I mostly just care about like my main friends and like the main people I'm actually cool with. But like, I don't know. There's definitely some weirdos in school, and a lot of the fucking teachers can be cunts sometimes, but some teachers are also just amazing people who are just really chill and just want you to learn. And so, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, I'm excited to be out of school, but at the same time, I know I have a whole list of things that I do need to figure out too. So it's like, growing up is not as good as it seems, guys. Like, real shit. Like, growing up isn't that good. And there are parts of it that are fun. There are parts of it that are kind of shitty. But in every part of life, you have problems. And in one way or in another, there's going to be another stage of your life where those problems will present themselves in a different manner. Like, throughout every stage has problems. Even when you're old and retired, you're still going to be worried about dying. Like, you're still going to be worried about death and shit. Like, once you fucking retire and don't and aren't worried about work or anything, you're going to be worried about where you're going to go when you die. Is there a God? Is there an afterlife? You know, like there's so much shit that people worry about in every stage of life, y'all. But guys, like that's pretty much it for my childhood. Like high school's almost over. My childhood is almost over, guys. So I honestly don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what I'm going to be planning or what I'm going to be doing for money. But guys, this is just like a new chapter for all of us, for all of Gen Z, the faggot generation, which like, I feel like I'm like the only chill person of my generation. Cause I feel like there's so many Gen Zs that are just straight faggots and straight weirdos. And there's just so many fucking weirdos who just cut their dick off. You know, there's like fucking kids my age just being fags, cutting their dicks off and shit. Like, who the fuck, like you're becoming a fucking tranny at 17 years old? Fuck you. I honestly don't know what the future holds for me. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing in this next few coming years or whatever, but I'm gonna be sure to take you guys along with me. And I'm also just gonna be able to have no filter and say some wild shit. And I'm also for you guys gonna release a lot of story times, because I have a ton of stories that I still have and I just haven't released yet because they're so incriminating. And once the statute of limitations passes on a lot of these things, a lot of these stupid things, I'll be able to share it with you guys. So I'm definitely gonna be able to keep y'all updated. But guys, I just really wanted to come on here and make this video because I just wanted to help people realize how good they have it in the present moment. And I just want people to learn how to just cherish the present moment and enjoy it for what it is and what it's worth, you know? Because like one of the things I regret so much as a youngin, as a YN, is just thinking about things that aren't happening right now, you know? And that's something I still do. Sometimes I still focus on the future or the past too much. Like I low-key miss the fucking kid I was. Like I really do. I think about that guy and I'm like, damn, what happened? Like, would he be proud of me or would he fucking hate me and be like, who the fuck is this weirdo just getting geeked all the time, being a fucking retard, you know? Like, I don't know. These are the things I think about before I go to bed, low-key. I'm just like, damn. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was thought-provoking for you. I hope this was informative. I hope this was, yeah, whatever. I hope you guys just fucking give me likes and views and suck my dick. And I will see you guys in the next video. But guys, the main like message of this video is to love your folks, like love the people closest around you, because one of these days they ain't gonna be around, and neither are you, or at least the old you guys. So enjoy who you are at whatever time period you are in or whatever stage of life you are in, guys, because one of these days it's all gonna be gone, and that's the truth.